I want to introduce you to an extraordinary healthcare provider who came to the rescue of not one, but two fathers who lost their wives, unfortunately, to COVID while pregnant, and that makes her a rad human. Can you tell us about the first one that you did meet? It's Eric, right?
Yeah. So his wife was admitted to our ICU with COVID pneumonia, and she was only 22 years old. I get to work, it's a Saturday, and I get on the census and I see we have a 22-year-old pregnant girl who was only 28 weeks pregnant. And so later, I worked both days that weekend, and I just kept seeing him sitting in the chair, staring in her room, and it literally just broke me.
Yeah.
But as the week went on, her condition just deteriorated, and we ended up having to do an emergency section to just try to give her the best chance at living and her little baby Carmen. And so on August 25th, Carmen was born weighing 2 pounds,
Wow.
9 ounces.
So scary.
Yeah, and there, as a unit, we wanted to gift Eric just with a gift. So I get online to try to find a baby registry, and I couldn't find a registry. So I go ahead, I call Eric on the phone. I'm like, Eric, hey, this is Ash. I've never met you before, but I'm just one of the nurses in the ICU. And I said, did you and Emily, have you started a baby registry? And he says to me, what's a baby registry? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so we're talking, and I said, what do you have thus far for this little girl? And he said, I have clothes. And I said, well, you're gonna need a little more than clothes. So I knew how sick Emily was, and that Carmen was more than likely gonna be coming home well before Emily was. And all I could picture was Emily walking into her house and not having much of anything for this little girl and just saying, why could someone have not helped me?
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, can I start a baby registry for you? I can't promise you I will have everything you need, but I will do my best to get you all the essentials.
Yeah, that's so kind.
Yeah.
It's so kind.
And then I used Facebook to every advantage to just spread the word to all my Facebook friends, to the community. And then, yeah, the story literally just went viral. And
yeah, well, rightly so. So you ended up getting basically everything a parent
everything
could need. That's incredible. Look at that.
Everything. And that's like not all of it.
Wow.
It filled my garage. It filled our guest room. Oh, that was like a sixth of what was gifted to him.
Oh my gosh.
And it was just so amazing to see the community. Like, this was not just me. This was such a community effort.
Yeah.
You know, to just help this dad and this mom.
I know, and it was so intense. It's supposed to be such a beautiful moment when your child comes into the world. So it's already just such a heavy thing. So to lighten the load, like emotionally, like financially, all of that must have been just mind-altering for him. So while all this is happening, Emily's health is declining. So explain what happened next.
So on September 20th, Eric calls me around dinner time, and he's like, Ash, the hospital just called and said Emily's not doing well. And up until this point, she was just kind of treading water. I mean, she was so sick. She just was not making any progress. And so he called, and they called him to come up to the hospital, and just as the hours went on, she just deteriorated and deteriorated. And then a little bit before midnight, she coded, and then she peacefully passed, though.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, sadly, not long after meeting Eric, Ashley met another man who lost his wife to COVID while being pregnant. He too unexpectedly became a single dad, and once again, Ashley stepped up to help.
I got a message one afternoon from this dad in Ohio who had told me the story, literally almost identical to Emily's story. She was a 26-year-old mom who was also 28 weeks pregnant, and
Wow.
admitted with COVID pneumonia too, who had just passed. And yeah, he just wanted me to reach out to see if I could connect him with Eric.
Yeah.
They could just, you know, be just a comforting source for one another.
And nobody expects that. It's so, they're so young.
Yeah.
You know,
and
nobody expects anything like that.
Yeah. And Jonathan and I, had just kind of been talking then for a couple days, and I wanted to send him a little gift myself. So I did find a baby registry for him, but not a single thing was purchased off the registry for him. So I had asked John, I said, hey, what do you have? And he said, I've got a pack and play and some diapers. I'm like, oh gosh, I just can't let this dad also sit here. So I revved it up. I said, if you trust me, I said, I'll start a baby registry for you. Let me just use Facebook to every advantage again. And I'll try to get you everything you need, and we did.
I love that you're also acting as if like you don't also have a job going on, and you're also like carrying your own weight in your own life, like, and you looked outside of that to help others. It's such a beautiful thing.
And Eric got to meet, or Emily did not get to meet Carmen, but with Jonathan's wife, Brittany, the hospital did arrange for little Riley to come and sit on Mom's chest before they withdrew care on her. So
Oh man,
it's all bittersweet, but it was just so amazing how the community came together for these two dads. It really was.
absolutely. Well, we know that you're close to Eric, but you've never met Jonathan, though, right? All right. Well, I've got a surprise. So not only is Jonathan here with Riley Rose, Eric's here as well with baby Carmen. So come on out, everyone. I am like, what? Look at those cuties. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, you can hold it.
Look at these little cheeks. Well, have a seat, have a seat. Oh my gosh. So Eric and Jonathan, it's great to meet you. So how old are they?
8 months.
8 months?
She just turned 8 months the other day.
Oh my God, same age.
Yes, ma'am.
Future besties. This is what I sense.
Life turned south, and she just made it so much better. I couldn't thank her enough.
Honestly, I don't know where me and Carmen would be at without her endless love and support, starting the registry and the GoFundMe, just welcoming us in her life as a family members is just overwhelming.
He's my little brother now.
Aww. And look at these cuties. Oh my gosh. Alan, how impressed are you with Ashley? This is amazing,
Absolutely
right?
phenomenal. I'm here like trying to.
I know,
hold my
I'm
tears.
trying so hard not to cry.
They're just amazing dads, and they're trying, and
Yeah.
it's just, I can't imagine.
Well, coming from a single parent, we're all just trying. Just,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. We don't succeed every day, but we're there and we're consistent, and that's what counts. So, thank you guys so much for sharing your story.